People, today let us take a quick look on your management theories. Under your management theories, we will take a look at your classical theory, your human relations theory, and then the rest of your management theory. Scientific management theory was proposed by Frederick Taylor. Again, your scientific management theory was proposed by Frederick Taylor, and yes, he proposed that he proposed your Frederick Taylor under the scientific management theory. What you call this? He did systematically analyze human behavior at work. Okay, and so in the work of Frederick Taylor, he analyzed human behavior at work. And yes, his findings, he found out that productivity of an individual would improve, or productivity of a worker would improve if each aspect of work was carefully studied and the alternatives facing each worker were restricted. That is why, as part of the study, as part of scientific management, there should be this, what do you call this? There should be this study, okay, on each job using time and motion studies to find the one best way to do it. Under scientific management, you study each job using time and motion studies to find the one best way to do it. Okay, and then as part of scientific management theory, of course, you carefully select workers and train them scientifically instead of living methods to tradition. Okay, again, you select workers and train them scientifically. That is part of your scientific management. And then, of course, you provide standard tools, standard methods, and standard work conditions to reduce variability. Okay, that is still under scientific management theory. And of course, what you call this, use a uniform piece rate or performance-based pay to motivate higher output. That is your scientific management theory that is proposed by Frederick. The study after the observation of Frederick Taylor, he laid down the principles of scientific management. Again, there should be, sabi natin kanina, there should be a study of the work. Okay, and so based on time and motion. Okay, and so here's the first principle of scientific management is to describe and break down each task into its smallest component and study the task until the best way to do the task is fully defined. Yes, okay, you find the one best way to do the task. That is a principle of scientific management. You find the one best way to perform or to achieve the task. And yes, part of your scientific management, as we said earlier, is that remove uncertainty and alternatives facing each employee and reward productivity with incentives. And of course, use experts. Sabi natin, you carefully select your workers and train them. Okay, those are principles of scientific management. Have your administrative management. Administrative theory, or yes, administrative management theory was actually proposed by Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol, in this management theory, tried to answer what do managers do and what are the principles that should guide them in doing the management. So, Henry Fayol is also the proponent of your four basic management functions, which are your planning, your organizing, your leading, and then your controlling. Okay? Again, those are your four basic management functions. Again, so in planning, of course, your planning here is, as what we said last time, you are going to set the goal. You set the goal, and then you set the objectives that will achieve the goal. Okay, again, you set the goal and then decide how to achieve your goals. Okay, and then you have organizing. This one is your structuring of your resources and activities. You structure, you do a hierarchy. Ganon. And then, of course, leading or directing and motivating your people. And then controlling here is monitoring the performance. If you are going towards, if you're meeting the objectives, or if you are not, then you try to correct the deviations. Try to correct the deviations if you are going away from the goal. Okay, also, Henry Fayol identified 14 principles of management. You have division of work, authority, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest, remuneration or centralization, chain of command, order, equity, stability, initiative, and spread the corps accordingly. Okay, of course, in division of work, you divide or you specialize your task to improve efficiency, accuracy, and speed. Authority, of course, you have the right to give orders. Authority should be balanced, or it must be balanced with responsibility. Okay, and then of course you have discipline. Your discipline here of course, in this case, employees must follow rules and regulations or agreements to ensure smooth operation to avoid mishap. And then unity of command. Each employee should receive order from only one superior to avoid confusion and conflict. Again, so of course, you should know who is your boss. Okay, dapat in this, yes, it is important no, to know who is your boss. Kung kanino ka dapat susunod. Okay, and so kung sino dapat ang magbibigay ng command sa'yo to do the task. Ganon. Okay, and so because if marami kasing bosses, if there are a lot of boss, so then it will cause confusion. It will cause confusion on the employee, okay, doing the task. Sino ba ang susundin ko? Parang ganon ang tanungan. And then of course, unity of direction. Unity of direction, uh, there should be one plan. Okay, there should be one plan and somewhat one leader. Okay, and so yes, group activities or activities with the same objective should have one plan. Okay, and so in achieving the objectives. Okay, and then of course you have subordination of individual interest. Of course, okay, organizational goals must take precedence over personal interest. Okay, and so of course your aim should be okay achieving the organizational goals, not your personal interest. Okay, and then of course remuneration, you provide fair compensation. Again, so to your employees, provide fair compensation to your employees. This one will somewhat encourage satisfaction and productivity accordingly. And then centralization for this one, uh, accordingly, centralization depends, or the degree of centralization depends on the situation. And yes, managers must find the right balance. Unity of command or chain of command, sorry, chain of command, or this one is for other references, they call this as your scalar chain. Your your unity of your chain of command, there should be a clear chain of command from top to bottom, which will ensure proper communication. Okay, scalar chain or chain of command, there should be a clear chain of command. Okay, and so which will, of course, this one will somewhat ensure communication. And then you have order. Order is, yes, your people and materials should be in the right place at the right time. Okay, order. You set in order. Equity. And this one, of course, your visors or your manager should treat employees with fairness and kindness. Okay, and so that is equity. You treat your employees with fairness and kindness. And then, of course, stability of tenure. Okay, stability of tenure. Okay, there is what you call this stability of tenure, meaning okay, the employee okay should not I mean there should be what you call this there should be low turnover rate or meaning dapat nagsistay po, there should be a stability of tenure. Okay, and so hindi po dapat basta-bastang nagtatanggal ng empleyado. Parang gano'n. Hindi basta-bastang nagle-lay off. Okay? And yes, initiative. Your employees should be encouraged to propose ideas and take action. And spread the corps. Okay, and so promote team spirit, unity, and harmony within the organization. Those are actually proposed by Henry Fayol. You have here bureaucracy and organizational theory, which was proposed by Max Weber. Okay, and so Max Weber suggested that organizations develop comprehensive and detailed standard operating procedures for all routine tasks. Okay, this one actually is good. Okay, and so para po hindi mawala, para po same-same lang ng ginagawa. Okay, and so since parehas lang naman ng goal. Okay, again, Max Weber suggested that organizations should develop comprehensive and detailed SOPs for all routine tasks accordingly. Okay, and so Max Weber, of course, the proponent of bureaucracy and the organizational theory. Okay, or bureaucratic management. Okay, Max Weber proposed again you're dividing organizations into hierarchies and establishing lines of authority and control. Because under bureaucratic management, you are trying to what you call this, you are trying to run organizations fairly and rationally. Okay, that is for bureaucratic management. You try to run the organizations fairly and rationally. Again, in what you call this, bureaucratic management, there should be a clear hierarchy of authority. And yes, formal rules and procedures should be present to guide behavior. There should be division of labor with clearly defined roles and decisions which are based on rules and regulations, not based on favoritism. Okay, and then what you call they say promotion. Okay, promotion. Again, in bureaucratic management, Max Weber emphasized that order, rationality, and uniformity would lead to more equitable treatment of the workers. Okay, and so there should be no personal favoritism in bureaucratic management. Your Human Relations movement by Elton Mayo. Okay, under this one, under human relations movement, the manager's concern for his workers will lead to increased worker satisfaction and improved performance. Okay, under this, there is already a shift to psychological factors affecting productivity. So, in human relations movement, you are trying to find out what are the social and psychological factors that will affect productivity. And you need to meet these social and psychological factors affecting productivity. That is in human relations movement. Okay, and so in human relations movement, there is what we call as your Hawthorne studies. In Hawthorne studies, this one Hawthorne studies was actually done, or were actually an experiment at Western Electric's plant. hawthorn plant. Okay, and so, and yes, the experiment, the hawthorn studies or the hawthorn experiments show that productivity change not only with physical conditions but also with attention, group norms, and the feeling of being valued, giving you this Hawthorne effect that people change behavior when they know that they are being observed. Okay, and so that is in human relations. Totoo naman. If, nakatingin si boss, so sobrang sipag-sipag. But then kapag wala si boss, pa-cellphone-cellphone lang. Somewhat. That is the findings of Hawthorne studies. And then you have Abraham, the proponent of your Abraham Maslow. Still, this is part of your human relations movement, no? Okay, and so Abraham Maslow was actually not a management person, but he proposed the wants and needs of an individual worker. Okay, in the contribution of Abraham Maslow for the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if management wants a solid and productive employees as well as motivated employees to work at their best, then every individual must be compensated and supported to the point where their basic needs are fulfilled and no longer seem to be a concern. So meaning for someone, a what they call this, a manager should provide, okay, and so the basic one. Okay, and so they should fulfill, okay, and so the basic needs. Okay, and so under Abraham Maslow, you have actually six, okay, you have actually six hierarchy of needs. Okay, and so in the pyramid, you have the base one. The first is your physiological needs. Okay, and so you have your physiological needs, which of course includes your basic survival needs, your food, water, rest, shelter, in the following. So of course, this one, okay, and so in order to meet the basic survival needs, your the organization or in the workplace, they should provide fair wages. Okay, they should provide fair wages, comfortable working conditions, okay, breaks, 'di ba? Or rest periods. So, in between work. Okay, and then there should be an access to food, water, and safe facilities. So in this case, in the case of Abraham Maslow, in the case of management, what they call this, workers cannot focus on performance. Workers cannot work properly if their basic needs are not met. Imagine, kulang-kulang ang sahod. Kulang-kulang ang binigay mong sahod. Okay, and then kulang-kulang iba-budget pa niya. So, budgeted lahat. Meaning, ayan, kulang-kulang ang pagkain na kinakain, then somewhat, the worker is not, the worker lacks the necessary energy to perform the task. Parang ganun po ang ibig sabihin niya. Again, employees or workers cannot what they call this, cannot perform properly if their basic needs are not met. And then you have of course your needs, safety needs, okay, your security of the individual, stability and protection from harm. Of course, in the workplace, security or job security. Okay, and so that is in the workplace. You provide job security. Hindi yung kinakabahan lagi si empleyado na baka bukas ma-terminate or baka bukas nasisante na. Okay? Of course, so safe working environment also. Okay, safe working environment, benefits like insurance, ganyan. And then of course, social needs. Okay, social needs. The sense of belongingness. That is the next one. Okay, and so yes, you have acceptance in the group, ganon, friendship sa workplace, or group membership, no? And so in the workplace, of course, this is done, teamwork and collaboration. Okay, and so ano pong kailangan sa trabaho? Tulong-tulong. Okay, supportive supervisor as such. Okay, and then you have self-esteem. Self-esteem, okay, and so respect, okay, or yeah, respect, recognition, and achievement. Okay, and so of course in the workplace, yes, kailangan mong mag-promote. Okay, awards and recognition program, the best employee of the year, ganon, to appreciate naman. Okay, and so that will somewhat boost, okay, that will somewhat make them motivated. Okay, nga naman, nakakaya naman kapag ikaw sinabihan sa tamad, di ba? And then, of course, you have self-actualization. Sorry, it's by the way, it's five hierarchy of needs. And then, of course, you have your self-actualization needs. Of course, your personal growth, realizing your own potential. Of course, in the workplace, creativity, opportunities. Okay. And then, of course, professional development. Okay, and so for your Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, and so usually, and so somewhat, if you try to take a look at the pyramid or the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, diba? If you try to take a look, on a side note, if tinitingnan mo po siya, okay, your basic needs, those at the lower ones, okay, yung mga nasa baba po, they occupy a big chunk of the pyramid. They occupy a big chunk of the pyramid. So somewhat, okay, so somewhat, it is related. I see it, it is related to age. Okay, if you are still younger, if you have still time, okay, if you have more time, then okay, and so you are occupying, I mean, you are trying to meet, okay, the larger chunk. If medyo matanda ka na po, nasa top portion ka na self-actualization somewhat. Okay? Anyway, then you have your Theory X and Theory Y by Douglas MacGregor. Somewhat this is part of your human relations movement. No? In your Theory X, it is more negative. It means that, I mean, it is leaning towards the negative one. Sabi niya dito, people need direction and control and are incapable of taking responsibility. That is why you need to look at them. Okay, you need to check them every now and then. Okay, and so in their theory X, all individuals or all employees need financial inducements and threats to make them work. Okay, so parang if so parang ganito siya. Okay, and so the more you work, the more money. Parang ganon. Okay, and so they are driven by the will. Okay, they are driven by money. Parang ganon. Okay, that is for theory X. And theory Y, okay, people want their work to be fulfilling and that they seek self-respect and self-development. Of course, this one is applicable to those who are doing it with passion. Okay, in theory Y, it suggests that work is a natural human enterprise and that the average person does not dislike work. They want the work and okay, they want their work to be fulfilling. Okay, and so that is for theory X and theory Y. Again, in theory in theory X, people dislike work. Okay, and the people dislike work, they avoid of responsibility, and they must be forced or controlled to perform using money or other things. Okay, that is for theory X and theory Y. Again, in theory X and theory Y, these are two contrasting assumptions that managers think or make about the workers. Management by objectives, your MBO. In MBO, it sets clear, measurable objectives jointly with employees, and they evaluate the performance against the goals that were laid down. No? Okay, and so in management by objectives, it focuses on the result. Are you meeting the objectives? Are you meeting the goal? Parang ganun po siya. It focuses on the result, not on the activity. Okay? That is for management by objectives. You have your contingency theory. Your contingency theory states that there is no single best way to manage an organization. Accordingly, according to contingency theory, the best management style, structure, or decision depends on the situation. That is for your contingency theory. Again, there is no one best management style. Okay, because again, accordingly, management depends on the current situations. So, in contingency theory, when managers make decisions, they must consider all aspects of the current situation and then act on only those aspects that are most crucial. Okay, again, in contingency theory, it argues that effective management is situational. Okay, and so your actions should be based on the current situation. The managers must adapt their approach based on the current situation, based on the internal and external factors. Okay, again, management. There is no one best way management style. There is no single best way to manage an organization because every organization is unique. Okay, and so in contingency theory, you manage both based on the internal and external environment, based on the situation. Okay, those are your theory management. We will end here. Okay, this has been Gael, reminding you to live fully, love deeply, laugh often, keep learning, and never forget to enjoy the ride. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you around.